Welcome to San Diego's most popular local morning news. Good morning, San Diego.
Well, many people struggle with losing weight.
Coming up, the naked truth about weight loss and how to feel and look your best. It's a new book. We're going to talk to the author coming up.
Well, welcome back. He has written a book called The Naked Truth: Overweight, Overwhelmed, and Confused. Dr. Michael Sardone, he's also the founder of Do It Right Health and Fitness Program, which kind of all culminates together here in this book.
Absolutely.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, David. Thanks for having me.
A lot of people think, I'll just lose weight and everything will be fine. But this book tells you it's not just about losing weight.
Absolutely. You know, we need to change our focus from losing weight. We need to focus on becoming healthy and fit. And as a consequence, we lose body fat and we become healthy. And a lifestyle program is the key.
Now, you break this book down into three parts, and the first one is, I mean, losing weight is important. A diet is important,
right?
But it's not the cure-all.
No.
Right.
No, exactly. The three parts of the book. First part, I explain the 8 reasons behind being overweight and the associated diseases, heart disease, diabetes, etc. The second part is the solution, and those are the 3 key parts: well-balanced diet, supplementation, and exercise.
We'll talk about each one of those in a moment, but what is overweight? What's obese? Because I was just running through your book here a moment ago, and it said Governor Schwarzenegger, when he was Mr. Olympia back in the day, he was considered obese under certain circumstances, certain conditions.
Exactly.
How is that possible?
Under the BMI criteria. If you use height and weight to determine your BMI, someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger would be considered obese because his muscles weigh so much.
Right.
So for the average person, BMI can apply, but for others, it won't apply. So we have to use other things like body fat measurement.
Right. Yeah. When should you worry about your state of being? If you don't know that you're obese, how do you figure that out?
The naked truth. We need to strip down the barrier, stand in front of the mirror, take a look, and ask ourselves: do I look healthy? Do I look overweight?
Right.
Should I seek help?
There's a lot of questions on the back of your book. Am I happy with what I see? Do I look healthy? Do I feel healthy? Am I tired of living in denial? It goes on and on and on.
Exactly.
Questions you really need to ask yourself.
Yeah, people need to ask themselves, am I finally ready to change, to take control, to learn the truth?
All right, let's break it down, since you did, in those 3 aspects. The first one, you talk about diet.
Right. It's a well-balanced diet. It parallels the Mediterranean diet, but improved, made even better. The second part, supplementation based on body profiling, age, sex, height, weight, fat distribution, and that is very important. Where is your fat? Abdominal fat, that's a key, okay? And then the other part is exercise.
Right. Well, back up to the second one. Does everyone need supplementation? I
believe so, yes.
Yeah.
And it varies, again, based on your profile. Individuals that have increased waist circumference require different types of supplementation.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, everyone, I believe, does need it.
Okay, and then you moved on to the third one, exercise. Everybody knows they should exercise, but what is the appropriate amount of exercise?
It, again, depends on your status. Are you a beginner? Are you an advanced? Okay, someone like yourself that runs would require a different kind of program than a beginner. So I designed 5 different phases, from beginner to advanced, and I teach people how to gradually change from phase 1, 2, etc., to avoid adaptation. Because once you adapt, party's over.
Right. Can you get away with it? Can you live a nice and healthy lifestyle without exercise?
No, that's one of the 8 reasons why we're having problems. Sedentary lifestyle. We need to move. We need to get up off the couch. We need to expend energy, burn those extra calories.
So the book will tell you that that you can't do one of these. You really do need to change your way of life and do all of these at the same time.
Absolutely. We've learned that dieting alone is a failure 98% of the time.
So what do you hope if somebody picks up this book? I mean, this is a lot of material. This isn't something you sit down and read on a Saturday afternoon from cover to cover.
No.
How would you like people to go with this book?
Take it slowly. They can pick and choose areas that will apply to them, or they can start from the beginning to obtain knowledge, to make smart choices, better choices, and then progress into the part 2 and to design a program for themselves based on the criteria that I discussed. And then part 3 are all the tools that they will need to implement the program: recipes, exercise illustrations, etc.
Okay, I have to mention on the cover, this is your wife.
Yes.
She's the model for the book, and,
Yep.
and it also talks about her inside. There's all the exercises. I see she's doing all these exercises. So it's something that you not just preach, but you practice in your family, right?
Absolutely. Yes, she's 48 years old, mother of 3 children. She's not a professional model, bodybuilder, athlete. She just applies the principles in the book.
Right. So at the end of the day, let's go through it again. What people need to do that you feel that's important for their lifestyle.
Well, in a nutshell, you need to eat a well-balanced diet. We need to stay away from the fads, the low carb, high carb, low protein, high protein, etc. They need to take supplementation, and they need to design an exercise program for themselves that they can do realistically.
And it isn't for 6 months or for a year.
No, this is a lifestyle. This is like you brush your teeth or take a shower forever.
Okay. The name of the book is The Naked Truth. Dr. Michael Sardone, who is local. You live in the Del Mar area, right?
Correct.
All
yes.
right. It's nice to have you in. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right.